waiting for all of the broken people, all of the people thrown overboard. They always try to shame us, but they don't speak the language. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. Fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Monday Night Raw. Tonight we are coming to you live from Richmond, Virginia, and we are on the road to King of the Ring. And as you can see, we are wasting no time. We're getting right into things, kicking everything off here tonight with the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. Now last week we did have some complications bringing you the live Raw telecast from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and we obviously apologize for that. However, the show must go on. So moving forward, I'm sure Jinder Mahal's coming out here tonight to address what happened last week as he and Cesaro faced off in a number one contenders match to the Intercontinental Championship. However, we are still left without a clear-cut number one contender, as nearing the end of the match, Cesaro was able to hit that neutralizer on Jinder Mahal. Just as he was able to put him down for the 1-2-3, the arena went dark, and again, we were having technical issues all week, so everybody kind of just assumed, But the lights did come back on within a few minutes, and there standing was The Undertaker, who proceeded to deliver a double chokeslam to both Jinder and Cesaro, and that match was thrown out. So Jinder Mahal tonight, Jinder Mahal is, well, you can hear the crowd is just giving it to him right now. He's not coming out here to a very warm reception. But again, he has something on his mind here. Jinder always craving respect, but we know respect begets respect, but Jinder Mahal, again, stating he was robbed of his victory last week, and he believes he is still the true number one contender to that Intercontinental title. He's still got his eyes set on The Undertaker. And he is demanding that the general manager, CM Punk, get out here and do something about this. Jinder Mahal is hijacking the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get this figured out here. Is Jinder Mahal not going anywhere until this is sorted out? Oh, here we go. Now, that didn't take long. So far, so good for GM Punk, I gotta say. As you can see there, CM Punk's sense of humor on display. Now calling himself GM Punk. Makes perfect sense. And I gotta say, he's doing a bang-up job here with Monday Night Raw. The entire landscape of Monday Night Raw has just been obliterated and rebuilt from the ground up since CM Punk has arrived on the scene here. We have more free agents than we've ever had. We have talent out the ass on Monday Night Raw. And again, I believe that superstar shakeup, along with the free agent signings that Punk has been able to acquire, they have really been boosts for both shows, in my opinion. I absolutely know the quality of Monday Night Raw has improved since CM Punk has stepped on the scene. And here we go. CM Punk basically saying he agrees with Jinder Mahal. We need a number one contender. And Cesaro was screwed as well, huh? CM Punk insinuating that had The Undertaker not shown up, Jinder Mahal wouldn't have won that match, but he has proposed a triple threat for the King of the Ring for the Intercontinental title. And he offers his hand, and Jinder Mahal reluctantly accepts the offer. So we're going to have a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title this Sunday at King of the Ring, and Jinder Mahal gets his shot not only at The Undertaker, but a little bit of revenge on Cesaro. What a huge blockbuster announcement that is, ladies and gentlemen. We have much more to come here tonight. Stick with us. We got a lot in store. And we welcome you back once again. Thank you for continuing to join us here each and every week as we bring you Monday Night Raw live on Jack the Mac Gaming. We could not be happier to be bringing you guys this this product, believe me. So we are welcoming the arrival of one of the newest tag teams here on Monday Night Raw, TM61. And again, this is one of those free agent acquisitions I was talking about by GM Punk, as he's now going to be known. I guess I don't know. But anyway, CM Punk. Not only did we have the Superstar shake-up there at WrestleMania, but again, CM Punk, his clock's always ticking. He's always looking for new talent, and he decided to bring these two guys up from NXT. And I gotta say, we haven't really seen much of them yet, but already they seem to be involved in some drama with Breezango. Now, if you're not familiar, again, believe me, you can go back anytime. As long as you hit that like and subscribe to this channel, you can go back anytime and watch any of the previous Raws and SmackDowns and pay-per-views that we've had here. But in recent weeks, TM61 has actually been accused of a crime by Breezango. We had a few weeks ago, Daniel Bryan, we saw, was laid out in the dressing room, and the cameras picked up what looked to be somebody's boot. And Breezango immediately took that case under their own wing and decided to investigate. They presented video footage showing that TM61 entered the dressing room. 6 or 7 minutes later, they came out. You know, it was around the time that Daniel Bryan was attacked. And they also presented the video evidence of Nick Miller's boot being in that shot. So again, it's hard to dispute the video evidence that Breezango was able to present, but they got a task ahead of him here, as TM61 believes that Breezango is just out to besmirch them. They believe that Breezango is a little bit jealous of the exposure that TM61's been getting in the recent weeks since they've stepped on the scene here on Raw. And Nick Miller with a beautiful moonsault off the top there. And Fandango and Breezango, Tyler Breeze, they haven't even they didn't even get their police gear off there yet. I mean, these two can be imbeciles, and we all know that, but I got to give them credit because they cracked that case in record time. I mean, that wasn't even a week that went by, and these guys, they had it all figured out there, so. But again, TM61 is denying the allegations, stating the video footage was photoshopped, or whatever you want to call it, but doctored footage. And a nice frog splash from Shane Thorne. And getting into the match, make no mistake, Shane Thorne is an absolute heavyweight, as is Nick Miller. But you're seeing him do some nice aerial assaults there with the moonsault and the missile drop kicks, and these guys are flying around like freaking 205 Live over here. Thorne sends Fandango into the friendly confines of the TM61 corner, and here you're going to see some double team on display. Oh, and the shoulders. And they're not done. Oh my God, they made a wish. Oh, as if the shoulder blocks weren't enough. Fandango somehow desperately able to reach out there and get that tag to Tyler Breeze. I don't know if he's ever needed anything more in his life, but Nick Miller just waves Breeze off there. I don't know what's going on right now. These guys got to get on the same page here. Nick Miller's able to catch Breeze with that clothesline. Just a little bit of an unorthodox match it looks like we got going on. Oh, and Miller with a nice running neck breaker there. That was innovative. And again, the secret to tag team wrestling, again, obviously it's not a secret, but you got to make the tags. You got to keep the fresh man in there. So Fandango, he knew he was in trouble, and he knew he just, he felt that wishbone. He felt that fire down in his loins, and he knew he had to get out of there. As Nick Miller climbs the buckle here, and he kicks Breeze away, creating some separation. He's able to hit a variation of the phenomenal forearm, it looked like. Nick Miller, he seems to be... Again, I personally don't know too much about these guys. That was a beautiful spine buster into a cover by Nick. And here he got a 2 count out of that, shockingly enough. But I was going to say, you can obviously see these guys, Nick Miller and Shane Thorne, they're blessed. They are athletically gifted. These guys are... If you wanted to build a wrestler from the ground up, they would look something similar to these guys. You know, a massive move right there from a great tag team. And Fandango's knocked off the edge there. Shane Thorne, this could be over quick. Shane Thorne's going to look to put it away here. And that's it. And TM6 with a taste of revenge on Breezango. I'm a little surprised how quickly this match ended, but here you see a good, well, nice spine buster there. Can we get somebody in production truck to slow these replays down a little bit? Jesus Christ. Anyway, TM6-1's walking out of Richmond tonight with some momentum and a victory on their side. And again, it's gotta feel good. Now I don't know if that video footage was doctored or not. I don't know who to believe, but if TM6-1 are telling the truth, then it's gotta feel good to get that bit of revenge on Fandango. Oh, and here we go. They're not done. And TM6-1 just left the ring as Breezango was looking to make their way out of the arena. Oh, and Nick Miller grabs a chair, but Fandango, again, just out of desperation, he's able to rip the chair out of his hands. And we have Breezango versus TM6-1 number 2 right here. Who the hell needs to wait around for a rematch? Oh! And again, Fandango luckily able to get his hands up and get that chair away. But it is blatantly obvious that TM6-1 is looking to do some damage as Shane Miller is just raping Tyler Breeze on the outside. Nick Miller now. Oh, Nick Miller's got some satanic images in his mind. Oh my! Oh! Jesus God, he just killed Fandango. He wrapped that chair around his neck, and Fandango somehow stumbling up to his feet. Tyler Breeze is getting his ass kicked on the outside by Shane Thorne. And we are seeing a nastier side. Remember a few weeks ago, we saw a backstage clip there with Nick Miller and Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph was insinuating that TM6-1, they're good, but they need to show a little more aggressiveness. They need to be a little bit nastier. Oh, and you are seeing it with repeated headshots. Nick Miller is trying to end the career of Fandango, and Tyler Breeze reaching under the ring just for anything he can get his hands on, but again, Shane Thorne in full control and a low blow out there on Breeze. Oh, and another chair shot to Fandango. This is getting out of hand here now, folks. I don't know if I like what I'm seeing from TM6-1. Another chair shot. Ref, you got to step in between these guys and stop this. This is insane. I personally know CM Punk is a fan of anarchy and chaos, so he's probably okay with this going on. It's a new landscape on Raw here, but this is going to take a while to get used to ass beatings like this. And again, Fandango miraculously able to make it up to his feet, but that doesn't last very long. And Shane Thorne with a nice Hurricane Rana on the outside. Again, he is in full control of Tyler Breeze out there. And for whatever reason, Nick Miller's brought a table into the ring. And a power bomb to the outside. And look in the ring! Fandango through the table! God damn it! That is too much! TM6-1 has turned their aggressiveness level up to 11 here tonight. And these guys have made an absolute statement, putting their stamp on the tag team division of Monday Night Raw. Decimating Breezango, and TM6-1 are for real, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable chain of events here in Richmond tonight so far. And we welcome you back once again, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got the ring cleared of all the debris, the chairs, the tables. And I don't think that's going to last long because we have the Lunatic Fringe on his way out here right now. And again, things seem to get messy with this guy around. But last week, Dean Ambrose had another run-in with Baron Corbin, another CM Punk signing. And CM Punk basically told these guys, hey, you know, you guys, if you want to go out and find some partners, you can have a tag team match next week. So here we are, Dean Ambrose. I'm assuming he's got either Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns here tonight. We'll see. But the big question is who's Baron Corbin's partner going to be? And Dean Ambrose, again, as a speculator, it's kind of easy guess there, but Dean Ambrose has always got his brothers by his side, whether it be Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins. Those three guys will forever have each other's back. And Roman Reigns looks like he's in the mood to get down to business here tonight. Roman Reigns, interestingly enough, he's been having his fair share of run-ins and issues with a SmackDown superstar lately. We'll have to get to the bottom of that and see how that's going to play out, but as far as I know, Braun Strowman is not in the building tonight, but again, I am not the end-all be-all. I have no idea. He could be here, maybe, I don't know. My best assumption would be that if he was here, Roman probably would be having a hard time getting to the ring right now. Or maybe that's Baron's partner, you never know. Maybe, I know Baron and Braun have a history over there on SmackDown, and I wouldn't really refer to them as friends or even acquaintances, but desperate times call for desperate measures, so I don't know. Gonna get ready for hopefully a hell of a match here. Again, you see the big dog perched on his post. In a few seconds, he's gonna be stepping into his yard, taking control against Baron Corbin and question mark. And here we go. Baron Corbin wasting no time. Hit the switch, the lights are out, and the spotlight is on the Lone Wolf. This is a very, very dangerous man, folks. Again, if you're not familiar with the history of Baron Corbin, you can go back on the channel here and see what he's been able to accomplish over there on SmackDown, which is basically just a reign of destruction. And I'm talking about some big dudes. He's in there with Samoa Joe. He's had his run-ins with Braun Strowman. This guy can hold his own. But again, his biggest claim to fame, being the Lone Wolf, could also prove to be his downfall, as he needs a partner tonight. And a Lone Wolf. This man does not travel in a pack. I'm curious to see who he's got. Is there anybody willing to trust this man enough to fight beside him? I can't say I blame people if they turned him down, you know. Again, he is one of the most dangerous individuals to step foot here on Monday Night Raw. That his impact has yet to be felt, I believe. I think he's going to do big things here. But anyway, we're going to see who his partner is here. Hopefully. And Baron Corbin, who's he got? Who did he recruit? Oh my God! The Lone Wolf has recruited the monster among men, Braun Strowman, as earlier speculated, and Roman Reigns is not waiting. And these two, something's got to be done about these two. Reigns charges up the ramp, and Braun is just, oh, the spear! Braun Strowman just watched Roman Reigns like a jet. Just speared Braun Strowman in half. And this match has not yet begun, and Roman Reigns, he is not in the mood to mess around, and he's dragging Braun Strowman to the back for an ass whooping of a lifetime. And in the ring, here we go. Again, this match has not officially started. Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin mixing it up. These are two guys that cannot keep their hands off each other. And Dean rolls him up and hits that dirty deeds on the outside. God almighty. And I guess we're not going to have a tag team match here tonight, but I don't think that's the most important thing. As Dean Ambrose able to get the one up on Baron Corbin. Knocks him out cold. What a chaotic night in Richmond it's been so far. And again, we're going to have to see what's going on with Braun and Reigns back there. By now, they might not even be in the building anymore. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Make sure you come right the hell back. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here, coming to you live from Richmond, Virginia, as we continue our path to the King of the Ring. But we're going to make a quick stop here as Ruby Riott finally gets a chance at, again, another new acquisition from CM Punk and Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks showed up here a few weeks ago when Ruby Riott was having a match against Asuka. For whatever reason, Sasha Banks decided that's her moment, you know, with all the eyes of the Raw audience on these two women in the ring. Sasha Banks decided that's when she could get the most exposure, and it seems to have worked out in her favor. But now it's time to pay the piper, as some would say. And Ruby Riott has requested a match against Sasha one-on-one, and CM Punk has granted that request for tonight. So we will see the in-ring Raw debut of Sasha Banks. She calls herself the legit boss. She gets her chance to prove it here against the Princess of Punk. And we know Sasha Banks' history here in WWE. But again, I believe this is a new woman. She seems to be a little more focused on Sasha Banks, if that's at all possible. But it might not be a bad thing, you know. Like I said, she's here to, again, she chose her spot. She's here to gain as much exposure as possible, move up the ladder as fast as possible. And again, her intentions are clear. She wants that Raw Women's Championship. She wants to be number one. And that is a philosophy that I can absolutely not argue with. Because again, and I've said it before, if you're not here to be the champion, get the hell out. And so I gotta respect that from Sasha Banks, but again, sometimes the way she goes about her business. And here we go, Ruby's already up in her face. Ref rings a bell, and Sasha's good to go here for an ass whooping. She's able to hit able to hit that suplex, and there you see a little bit of the arrogance of Sasha, and that's again one of her many traits that could lead to her downfall. But it could also propel her into the upper echelon. You never know how you let that carry you. She just delivered a heavy shot to the back of Ruby's head there. Whips her into the ropes. Ruby's over the top. But she's able to fight back. And Ruby with a shot there. Oh, and a nice sunset flip into a powerbomb. And that did the damage on Sasha right there. It gave Ruby enough time to go on the offensive here. But Sasha right there, you see, quick as a cat with that hip toss. And a beautiful Shining Wizard Enziguri type combination there. And Sasha's going for the victory. And I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised to see her get it. But obviously we know the resilience of Ruby Riott. This is one of the toughest women we have on Monday Night Raw. There is no debating that. Big splash there from that middle rope. And as tough as Ruby is, I still believe she's got a little bit to learn. I think she's still a little bit inexperienced, almost along the same lines of Liv Morgan. I see a lot of potential in both of them, but again, right now, I don't know if they can quite measure up to the greats in the business, such as Asuka or Alexa Bliss or Sasha Banks herself. But we'll see. We'll see how Ruby can fare here tonight. She's not doing too well. Sasha crosses her up into that bankrupt. And again, like I just said, that could be it. Ruby's not doing too well here tonight. And that... Oh! She's able to kick out. I was fooled right there. I thought that was going to be it. I thought Sasha was going to walk in here, not break a sweat, and walk out. But Sasha Banks, again, she has made no bones about it. She is here to win that Raw Women's Championship. She doesn't care if Naomi has it. She doesn't care if Alexa Bliss has it. She doesn't care if Asuka has it. She said soon she's going to have it. Oh, and she is delivering the pain to Ruby Riott right now. Ruby's got to get into this match. She hasn't been able to string together any momentum here. And Sasha's setting her up. Oh, and a back. Oh, and it usually goes into the bank statement. And she's got that crossface. That bank statement is locked on Ruby. Ruby's going to be a tough one to tap out, but she's got it locked in as well as anybody could, and Sasha knew. She knows it's a little too early. She let go of the hold there. Looks like she's trying to have a conversation with a ref. Sasha's telling the referee she needs to count Ruby out, but Ruby didn't tap. I didn't see Ruby tap out. I don't know what the hell Sasha's arguing right now. But again, that's I believe that could lead to Sasha's downfall if she could just shift her focus on her opponent rather than everything else around her. I think she'd be a lot better off. Now she's got something in mind. Look at that face. What is she thinking? Sasha's got something running through her head right now. Where is she going? And she's... Oh, no. Sasha just grabbed the chair. This is not a no disqualification. Oh, and she just planted Ruby Riott. Oh, Jesus! And Sasha Banks has lost it. Sasha Banks is just wailing away on Ruby Riott with that chair. My God, somebody... And wait a minute. Here comes Asuka. Asuka! Asuka's recently been having her problems with both of these women. But tonight, she does the right thing and clears Sasha out. Ladies and gentlemen, Asuka saves Ruby. We got to take a quick commercial break. Come right back. And welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, I kind of feel sorry for you. I hope you have DVR and you can go back and hit the rewind button, because this has been a chaotic night in Richmond. We saw the in-ring debut of Sasha Banks on Monday Night Raw, as she just apparently just has no time or tolerance to deal with Ruby Riott. She just decided to tee off on her with a chair, get herself disqualified, but luckily Asuka was able to make the save and get Sasha out of there. We've also seen Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman I don't know where the hell they went. They seem to fight off into the abyss. God only knows what kind of destruction's going on wherever they are. This has been quite a night so far, and we're not even close to being done here as we welcome the arrival of the European champion, Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn last week was put in a match against Rob Van Dam, and he decided to no-show. For whatever reason, Sami didn't decide to show up, so let's see if he addresses that. And it looks like he has a problem with CM Punk calling the shots here. I got news for you, Sami. He's the boss. Sami Zayn protesting the competition of Rob Van Dam. And saying he's going to be leaving with his European title. Now, wait a minute. And that obviously is going to trigger the GM here. As we hear CM Punk's music hit, and we have already seen him out here once tonight dealing with the Jinder Mahal issue and the Intercontinental title. And again, if you missed that, CM Punk has decided to sign a triple threat match for this Sunday's King of the Ring. We're going to have Cesaro against Jinder Mahal against The Undertaker for the Intercontinental title. But now here we see the GM out here to resolve the European title conflict, I guess. As Sami Zayn protesting the competition of Rob Van Dam, saying he's better than that. He doesn't need to be brought down by some extremely crappy wrestler. And he no-showed last week with that title. And again, where I come from, most other jobs, you pull a no-call, no-show, you're fired. But CM Punk's laying down the law here, stating he's the boss, he's the man in charge, he's the one that signs the matches and the paychecks. And he is really giving it to Sami Zayn here tonight. Oh, wow. Next week, Sami Zayn and Rob Van Dam European Championship in a tables match. Next week on Raw. And look at CM Punk getting shit done. And you gotta love a GM like that. He is definitely not letting the inmates run the asylum. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to switch gears here and put our focus on the actual King of the Ring tournament, as CM Punk has released the bracket. So let's take a look at the upcoming King of the Ring. It looks like the first match is going to be Baron Corbin against Seth Rollins, which leads to some interesting questions surrounding Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Dolph Ziggler is going to be taking on Velveteen Dream, who was able to squeak out a win and eke his way into the tournament. And again, down there you see Hideo Itami taking on Nakamura, and those two gentlemen had a match last week. And again, they will be up in action coming up next. And that ought to be a hard-hitting match. And then, of course, the final first round match, Aleister Black is going to be taking on a surprise opponent, handpicked by CM Punk. But again, as previously stated, you're going to see Nakamura and Itami. They're going to be teaming up to take on Adam Cole and Dolph Ziggler of the OWN. This promises to be a hell of a hard-hitting match, and it is up next. And welcome back one more time to Monday Night Raw from Richmond, Virginia. And as promised, we will deliver. Hideo Itami will be teaming up with his future foe in Shinsuke Nakamura. And they will be taking on the formidable team of Adam Cole and Dolph Ziggler. And I believe this match could get out of hand real quick. There's a lot of combustible elements in this match. Again, Itami and Nakamura, they obviously come from the same region of the world. We know that much. We know that they're very similar styles. They thrive on that strong style. That's what's brought them all their success, and it's what's brought them to Monday Night Raw. And it's exactly what has led both of their paths to this point. But again, in 6 short days, these guys are going to be on opposite sides of the fence. They're going to be staring each other down the barrel, and only one man can walk away and advance into that King of the Ring tournament. Somehow they're going to have to put that out of their heads, as they just learned as the rest of us. Again, they just learned that they're going to be opponents next week, so that's got to be messing with their psyche a little bit. And as we get ready to be graced by the presence and the spectacular entrance of Nakamura here. You talk about an artist, a star, a rock star. This guy is as bright as they come. His resume speaks for itself. His actions in the ring speak for themselves. In my eyes, I do believe this man to be a future world champion here in the WWE, as he's been world champion in Japan, but he's never been the world champion here in America. I think it's only a matter of time before he gets his hands on a title, but he's got his opportunity coming up. The first step he's going to have to take is through Hideo Itami, through his tag team partner here tonight. And that's got to put some sort of strain on this match, on this, on the trust that you have to be involved in a tag team match. Both competitors, I mean, you got to know that guy is going to watch your back. You got to know that he's going to be there to break up a pin or submission. More importantly, you got to know that if you're in trouble, you can make that tag to that guy. And you got to think, if you're in a position, if you're Hideo Itami, for example, and you know that you're going to be standing across the ring from this guy in 6 days, wouldn't you want to soften him up a little bit? I mean, wouldn't you want him at a little bit of a disadvantage going into that match? I mean, I know sportsmanship and you want the guy at 100% and all that, but that all goes out the window when there's a title opportunity on the line. The winner of the King of the Ring tournament will receive a Universal title shot. And again, if that is not why you're here, why are you here? What are you doing? Both of these men obviously feel that they belong in that title talk. They belong in that upper echelon. Both of these men feel that they are the next Universal Champion. But again, they're going to have to go through each other. But tonight, they have to stand with each other. Because you don't step in the ring with somebody like Adam Cole or Dolph Ziggler and not be 100% focused. You will have no chance of coming out of that match unscathed. These guys, again, I've been using that word dangerous a lot tonight, but these two, I mean, they can physically wear you down. They can mentally just destroy your ass. I mean, these guys can tear you down emotionally too. They're a triple threat. These guys will live in your head rent-free. And they will take over, just as they've done Monday Night Raw. Again, when I look at these two men, I see all the potential in the world. Dolph Ziggler, a former world champion. Adam Cole, I'm just going to go ahead and guarantee it. He's going to be a future world champion. If he's not, I'll be shocked to my very core. But again, I just kind of feel bad for Itami and Nakamura here, having to team up and you know, they know that they're going to be standing across the ring from each other Sunday night, but tonight, again, they have to be by each other's side. They have to watch each other's back. And what makes this even more difficult is this is going to be under Tornado Tag rules, as the SmackDown audience is clearly familiar with. But anyway, this is going to be contested under Tornado Tag Team rules, which means, you know, all men are legal. And Itami with a nice drop kick there. But that makes it a little more dangerous because you got to have eyes in the back of your head. And you kind of got to figure, I know if it was me, I would feel like it's almost a 3-on-1. I would feel, can I really trust this guy? Because again, if you're going to be standing in the ring with somebody next week, you're going to kind of want to soften them up. It's not the worst idea in the world, you know? Oh, and Adam Cole with a super kick out of nowhere. Not wasting any time putting the smackdown on Nakamura. And there you see Itami make the save, but Nakamura looks like he accidentally may have struck Itami. And again, I don't know, man. It looked like an accident to me, but is that how Itami's going to see it? And already we got some controversy here, but more importantly, Nakamura is on an island with the OWN, and that is not going to bode well for anyone. Dolph Ziggler's able to get him from behind there in that suplex. And Itami is not making any haste to save Nakamura. Dolph Ziggler looks like he's got something in mind. He's looking for something under the ring. And he's brought out a table. And I told you this match could get crazy in a hurry with these four guys. And Itami with a nice splash off the top as Dolph is laying the wood to Nakamura. Now again, Dolph Ziggler will also be part of that King of the Ring tournament. And if you saw the bracket placement there, the only way that he's going to face Nakamura or Itami in that tournament would be in the final match. Which again, obviously leads to an interesting dynamic here tonight. And Itami's got Adam Cole on the ropes. Now Adam Cole is not part of that King of the Ring tournament, but you know damn well that he's going to be putting his fingerprints all over it with Dolph Ziggler in there. And look at this, Itami setting him up for a fisherman, but Dolph reverses into a Northern Lights. What a beautiful counter from Dolph Ziggler. And this match already is just had some bumps and bruises in it, as Itami's just slingshotted off the rope there, and the OWN seems to have gained control, for the time being at least. Adam Wizard is just chopping Nakamura down here. As Itami's sent to the outside. A beautiful counter by Dolph Ziggler. And oh, what a double team that was! Ziggler had the chin lock applied, and Adam Cole off the top rope was able to hit the elbow to the back of Nakamura, but I think he did more damage to himself coming off the buckle there. And now Dolph Ziggler finds himself left alone, but Nakamura rolls out. And luckily for Ziggler, that opens a window, and he's going to just give Itami a heart attack right here. Oh, my God. And Dolph Ziggler just drilling it in. Oh, elbow after elbow after elbow. And the final nail in the coffin to Itami. Again, he is just trying to do everything he can to wear both of these guys down. And you got to think from Dolph's perspective, you take out two of your would-be competitors, you know, and he's sitting pretty himself for a Universal title opportunity if he can win that King of the Ring tournament. Beautiful maneuver like that. Ziggler posing in the crowd, but Itami's not having it. He grabs him from behind and sets him up. He's got him up. He could be looking. And the GTS to Dolph Ziggler. And 1, 2, Adam Cole is nowhere close, and Dolph Ziggler was able to kick out. I would call that nothing short of a miracle. Itami got that GTS on Ziggler, and the crowd Win, lose, or draw, the crowd loved every second of that. I guarantee it. Nakamura looks like he's slipping a cover on here. 1, 2, and Ziggler's able to kick out. Nakamura trying to pick up the pieces there. And Ziggler, once again, he finds himself in a little bit of a worrisome position. And Itami! Itami just hit the Kinshasa right in front of Nakamura. And Ziggler somehow still able to roll out of it. Again, you got to think, had that been Nakamura, Ziggler would have been out cold. And Itami's delivering his classic barrage, but Adam Cole's trying to get in there and break him up. Very unsuccessful attempt there by Adam Cole, but looks like he was laying in wait. And he picked a spot, and there it is. Cole delivers a super kick. And now a little bit of arrogance thrown in. And Ziggler still having trouble making it to his feet. And Adam Cole's sent over the top. Ziggler goes for, Itami goes for a shot. And Ziggler with a jumping DDT. And again, look at Nakamura. Not in the biggest hurry that he's ever been in to get in the ring. Oh, God, a brainbuster on the knee. And Adam Cole may have just put this match away. But luckily, Itami was right there to break it up. Look at Dolph Ziggler. A reverse power slam. And Itami has been taken out of the equation for the time being. Nakamura is laying it into Adam Cole, but again, Dolph Ziggler's picking his spot here. And he goes up and, oh, the Famouser! The Famouser on Nakamura. For whatever reason, Ziggler's not going for a cover. Oh, and Nakamura into a power slam. I'm sorry, a power bomb. And Ziggler doing his best to fight off two guys here. But just, Ziggler's usually on the other side of that numbers game, but tonight he's understanding what it's like. And Nakamura's going to take him for a ride. And Nakamura, shades of Cesaro, with the multiple swings. And Ziggler's just dazed and confused here. And what a good time to go for a cover. 1, 2, and Adam Cole's able to get in there and break that up at the last possible second. Oh, and a nice shot. Nakamura's able to catch both of them there, but Ziggler with a reversal. And Itami's got Cole up. And a GTS to Adam Cole. Itami goes after Dolph Ziggler. He whips him into the turnbuckle, and he's going to go for that cover on Adam Cole. 1, 2. Oh, Adam Cole. Adam Cole showing his resiliency. Able to kick out. Itami sends Ziggler over the top, and this match continues. My goodness, I knew we were in for a treat when I saw this one on the card tonight. And Itami lays Cole out. And Itami's got a head of steam here. And a nice back leg sweep. Itami is rolling. He may be able to put Cole away here. He can hit this barrage, and here he goes with those quick hands and feet. Oh, and a nice shot to the chest. Oh! And Adam Cole is getting lit up. Ziggler's able to make it to his feet, but Itami, again, in this type of match, you got to have eyes in the back of your head. Itami does just that and delivers a knockout blow. This could be enormous. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no! Get the fuck out of here! You gotta be kidding me. Was that a 3? I think Ziggler got the shoulder up. This match continues. Itami lays out Adam Cole. And I can't believe, I'm in shock, as you can tell. I swear to God, I thought that was 3. If Itami were able to get the win over Dolph Ziggler, my God. What that could do for his career, for his spot on Monday Night Raw. And Nakamura's taking the fight to Ziggler now, and Itami decides to make sure that Adam Cole has no more part in this match. And Nakamura putting the boots. And again, you talk about a strong hitter. Looks like he's setting him up. Ziggler turns around into the Kinshasa. And Itami's got Adam Cole busy on the outside. 1, 2, 3. Dolph Ziggler could take no more. And Nakamura and Hideo Itami are walking away from Richmond tonight with a victory. And some big momentum heading into the King of the Ring. But the problem, the issue is, they're both heading into the King of the Ring to face each other. You talk about a combustible match right there. Oh, as you see a nice GTS. And here we go. Tommy and Nakamura face to face. Are they going to do it? Oh! And a Tommy with a little bit of a statement there. Just the slightest of a shoulder bump to Nakamura lets him know. These two guys will have a date in 6 days. And a Tommy is ready.